And so what we'd like to do right now, many of you people know this next gentleman. He's the son of the former governor of New Hampshire, and we call him the Axe Man, and you're going to see why here in a little bit if you haven't noticed this big axe. I'd like to introduce you to Tom Thompson, and he's going to talk a little bit about something that Michelle's going to be joining in.
Good.
Thank you, Michelle, for coming to New Hampshire and bringing us this beautiful weather. I appreciate your words on energy and on spending, and cutting the size of government. That represents what we have on this axe, which for you and for others that might not know, that was my father's axe some 40 years ago when he campaigned across the state of New Hampshire. I am deeply concerned about this election in 2012, just as you are and others here. It is not so much about me, it is about my grandchildren, 5-week-old young daughter and an 8-year-old grandson. I want them to have the America that most of us who have gray hair here today realize. And it is going to take someone within the Republican Party to lead us out of this mess that Obama has got us into. And I thank you for coming to New Hampshire, and I have a pledge which I have put together, and I would appreciate if you would sign it. But before that, I have one other thing. This is a picture of Michelle on April 29th at the presidential summit in Manchester, and she does know how to swing the axe. And I would appreciate it if you would mind signing that for me.
I absolutely will. And I'll happily swing it all over Washington, D.C. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
That is a privilege. Thank you.
And we have actually 2 pledges because I don't want to lose one, and when we get all done we're going to probably present one to the Secretary of State.
Good job. Still.
All right.
Still.
My pledge to the American people as a candidate for president, I will work tirelessly to cut taxes, fees, and regulations which are destroying our small businesses and jobs. I think we heard that today. Cut spending and reduce the national debt, you bet. Cut the size of government at all levels. I'll do it at the federal level because I do believe that the states and locals should deal with their own and the federal government should stay out.
Yes.
Secure our borders by using whatever means are necessary. Build the fence. Sorry about that. Become energy independent within 8 years, hopefully sooner than that. Faithfully and forcefully uphold, follow, and protect the United States Constitution with all my might. Thank you for this great effort that you're doing. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Did you want to say any more?
No, I just want to thank you again for coming to New Hampshire and campaigning and bringing all these media folks with you. Remember, we have a state with no sales tax, so be sure and load up before you leave.
We better go back and double down on our order of maple syrup. Hey, you guys, I want to thank you so much, and I just want to say that God has blessed this nation so richly, we can't take it for granted. Sometimes I think we grew up with we take it for granted. But I've been on the front lines and I've seen what's happening. I've never seen anything like it before. I thought I saw a lot coming from the state of Minnesota to see how they taxed and they were spending up in Minnesota. There's nothing like it. And I'm just telling you, it's like you could hear the hourglass when it tips over and the sands are running out. The time is very short. It's very short. Consider that wisely when you're considering your choice for 2012. This is the election that is going to change the nation one way or the other. Let's make it positive. Thank you, everyone.
Let's do a big round of applause for the next President of the United States, Senator Bachman. And also, please, a big round of applause for another special guest, Senator Forster, right back here. Thank you very much for coming.
GrokTV.